Hey everyone, good morning. It's Adam Linneman here, the Green Executive. Hope you're doing well again. This morning I am at the Green Executive headquarters and getting ready to jump on a Profit First call with a client, and I wanted to perform the Free Advice Friday for you on part 2 of things that you should consider having inside your lawn and landscape business contracts. And what I want to talk about today is 2 more things that I believe that you should have in your contracts. Number 3 is ground settling. How many times, and maybe it hasn't happened to you, but I know it's happened to us a handful of times, and we wanted to add this disclosure inside of our contract with our clients before we begin work. But how many times has a client called you back and said, hey, something that you did for me has settled? And maybe it's a corner of a patio area. Maybe it is you trenched in some downspouts and you added the dirt on top of the downspout and you still bermed it up a little bit, knowing that it was going to settle. But the customer calls back and says, hey, that settled, and they want you to come back and add more dirt to that area. We add a section in our contracts that talks about ground settling and how that's a naturally occurring type thing inside the customer's yard, and that we're not responsible for ground settling. Now, we make full disclosure that we're going to do every effort possible to make sure that everything's compacted correctly and so on. But like one example that happened to us was we had a new construction home where the customer called and they wanted us to put in a raised patio. And the customer did not disclose to us that when they had the house built, they didn't know if they wanted to have the house to be a walkout basement or a non-walkout basement. And they decided for it to be a non-walkout basement, so they filled all the soil up very high, and you can only imagine there's 8 foot of soil there that is now somewhat loose, and that eventually ended up having a little bit of settling issues with our patio. They never disclosed that to us. We went in and built the patio. We still compacted everything, and we had a little bit of issues. So we have that disclosure now to protect us. The other thing that I wanted to talk about is not only ground settling, but disclosing that we are not responsible if we hit any private underground utilities. Okay, we call in our state our underground utility company that comes out and marks our gas, our water, our power, all that is a system called Julie. It's called Julie Locate. We call that in. If we hit that, we are responsible. But what if the customer has private utilities that maybe they ran power from the house underground out to the detached garage? That's a private utility that the utility company might not locate. So we have a private utilities disclosure inside of our contracts as well. Those are just the other 2 ideas that I had that might help you kind of stay out of a little bit of trouble or protect yourself and your businesses going forward. So look at your contracts. Make sure you have all your T's crossed and your I's dotted, and you have everything in there to protect yourself and really the homeowner as well. So I hope this helps. If you have any questions, let me know. If you'd like to have a copy of our terms and conditions, I'll be happy to send that to you. You just have to send me an email, not a message on Facebook. Send me an email at info@thegreenexecutive.com, and I'll be happy to send you a copy of what our proposals look like, as well as our terms and conditions. So maybe you can use that to help you enhance your contracts for your lawn and landscaping customers. Take care, everybody, and we'll see you next week. Bye.